Hello students, how are you? I hope you will be fine and safe. You know that in the previous lecture we have started 2.3 connecting the dots. Connecting the dots is a lesson about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was the co-founder of Apple company and Apple company you know that, okay? मुझे मुझे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है बताने के लिए एप्पल कंपनी क्या है. So the lesson is about Steve Jobs. So what is connecting the dots? Connecting the dots means ability to associate with one identity to another identity. Ability to associate with one incident to another incident in the life. Okay, so we are on page number 62 and page number 62 we have completed first paragraph, but I will read for you and revise again first paragraph. First paragraph, page number 62. Today I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months before I really quit. Okay, means Steve Jobs was dropout of Reed College for first 6 months, but he remained dropout student for another 18 months. Okay, and he really quit from the college. Looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me, but begin dropping in on the ones that looked interesting. The classes, the education in the college was not interesting for Steve Jobs. Okay, so first paragraph is completed. Now second paragraph. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. Steve Jobs didn't have dorm. What is dorm? Dorm means dormitory. Okay, so he did not get dormitory room, he did not get separate room. So Steve Jobs slept on the floor in friend's room. He had no separate room, so he slept on the floor. देखिए, in the friend's room. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with, and I would walk 7 miles across town over Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. देखिए, Steve Jobs collected and returned Coke bottles, Coca-Cola bottles for the 5-cent deposits. 5 cent, a coin worth 1/100th of the US dollar. US dollar का 100th पार्ट, जैसे हमारा 1 पैसा होता है 1 रुपए का 100 पार्ट. ओके, वैसे 1 सेंट मतलब 100th part of the US dollar, and Steve Jobs would get 5 cent deposit to buy. When he deposited Coke bottles, he would get 5 cent to buy food. Okay, that was very less amount for the food at that time, and so but he would adjust that amount, and every Sunday Steve Jobs would walk 7 miles. Keep in mind, 7 miles he would walk on every Sunday to get good meal at the Hare Krishna temple. देखिए, हरे कृष्णा टेम्पल में एक अच्छा खाना खाने के लिए एवरी संडे 7 माइल्स वॉकिंग करके जाते थे स्टीव जॉब्स. ये उनका बहुत बड़ा स्ट्रगल था, सिर्फ खाना खाने के लिए, अच्छा खाना खाने के लिए 7 माइल्स वॉकिंग करना एवरी संडे. कीप इन माइंड एंड रिस्पेक्ट द स्ट्रगल ऑफ स्टीव जॉब्स. आई लव इट. Steve Jobs loved that good meal which is given in the Hare Krishna temple, and much of that I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on. Okay, so at much what I stumble means started doing by chance. Steve Jobs started doing by chance into the following curiosity. He was following his curiosity. वो अपनी curiosity को follow कर रहे थे. He was following his curiosity and intuition. Okay, intuition means what? His sound of mind. So he was following his sound of mind, his curiosity, and he started a thing by chance, turned out to be priceless later on. That thing which he started, that thing proved or seemed priceless later on, means in the future. क्यूरियोसिटी और इंट्यूशन को मन में रख के उन्होंने जो स्टार्ट किया था, वही चीज फ्यूचर में उनके लिए प्राइसलेस, वैल्यूएबल प्रूव हो गई. हियर इज वन एग्जांपल. Reed College offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction into the country. Best calligraphy. What is calligraphy? Calligraphy is the art of handwriting. Calligraphy is the art of alphabets. Calligraphy is the art of words. Okay? जो डिजाइनिंग वर्ड्स बनाते हैं, जो अल्फाबेट्स या वर्ड्स एक डिजाइनिंग पैटर्न में लिखे जाते हैं, उसे कैलीग्राफी कहा जाता है. So Reed College offered that time the best calligraphy course in the country. Because I had to take a calligraphy class, I learned about the serif and sans serif typefaces, about what makes great typography great. Steve Jobs had to learn calligraphy, and to learn calligraphy he learned about serif and non serif typefaces. ये सेरिफ और नॉन सेरिफ क्या है? जैसे आप कंप्यूटर में अगर टाइपिंग करते हो तो आपको वर्ड्स के टाइप्स आते हैं कि आपको कौन से टाइप्स में, पैटर्न में वर्ड्स को टाइप करना है. दैट इज द स्मॉल लाइन attracted or attached to the end of the like symbols. That is a serif or non-serif. So Steve Jobs first learned that small line, that types which is called serif and sans serif typefaces, and that makes great typography. What is typography? The appearance of the printed matter, the appearance of the words, the appearance of the alphabets. So that serif or sans serif typefaces makes the appearance of the words better than ordinary writing, than ordinary appearance. Okay, तो उन्होंने ये सीखा. उस जमाने में कंप्यूटर तो नहीं थे, लेकिन पहले उनको ये मैन्युअली सीखना पड़ा सेरिफ और सैंस सेरिफ टाइपफेसेस को. क्यों? बिकॉज ही वांटेड टू लर्न कैलीग्राफी, एंड उस जमाने में उनके कॉलेज का कैलीग्राफी कोर्स बहुत अच्छा था. ओके, पैराग्राफ इज ओवर, सेकंड पैराग्राफ इज ओवर. नाउ थर्ड. 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. So 10 साल पहले उन्होंने जो कैलीग्राफी कोर्स किया था, that course was useful when they were designing, when all people were designing the first Macintosh computer. I think you know what is Macintosh computer. If you don't know, go to Google, search on Google Macintosh computer. So when they were designing Macintosh computer, they used that calligraphy art there. It all came back to them, and we designed it all into the Mac. What is Mac? Mac is the short form of Macintosh computer. If I had never dropped in on that course in the college, the Mac would never had multiple typefaces, or for that matter even proportionally spaced fonts. तो स्टीव जॉब्स ने कहा कि अगर मैं ड्रॉप इन नहीं करता, अगर मैं वो कैलीग्राफी कोर्स लर्न नहीं करता, तो मैकिंटोश कंप्यूटर वुड हैव नेवर मल्टीपल टाइपफेसेस, मल्टीपल डिजाइन्स ऑफ वर्ड्स. Okay, for that matter even proportionally spaced fonts, designer fonts. Paragraph is over. Next paragraph. And since the Windows just copied Mac, it is likely no personal computer would have them. Windows, you know that Windows operating system. So Windows operating system just copied Mac, the operating system of Mac. Mac means Macintosh computer. Okay, and it is likely no personal computer would have them like Macintosh. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward. Connect the dots. What is connect the dots? Associate one idea previous to another, next to find or create a new big picture. Associate one idea to another idea to find or create a new big picture. अगर आपको आगे जाके कुछ नया क्रिएट करना है तो आपको पास्ट टेंस में आपने जो कुछ सीखा है, लर्निंग किया है, उस लर्निंग का न्यू लर्निंग से एसोसिएशन करना पड़ेगा। जब आप पास्ट लर्निंग का न्यू लर्निंग से एसोसिएशन करते हो, कनेक्शन करते हो, तभी आप न्यू लर्निंग को अच्छी तरह से या बेटर तरीके से कर पाते हो। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पास्ट में अगर सीखा है और वो वेस्ट हो गया, नहीं। जो कुछ आप लर्निंग करते हो कभी वो वेस्ट नहीं होता। जस्ट यू हैव द एबिलिटी टू एसोसिएट योर लर्निंग टू द फ्यूचर लर्निंग। ओके, सो ऑफ कोर्स इट वाज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर स्टीव जॉब्स टू create typefaces or spaced fonts without the calligraphy course that he had learned into the college. So it was impossible to connect dots looking forward. When page number 62 is completed, now page number 63. When I was in college, but it was very clear looking backwards 10 years later. When he looked backwards 10 years when he was in college, he felt that the calligraphy course was very much useful while designing Macintosh computer. Next paragraph. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. You can't connect the dots means you can't associate one thing to another thing or one idea to another idea looking forward when you can only connect them looking backward. Means when you look backward you can connect to the idea with new idea when you look forward. मतलब फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग के लिए बैकवर्ड लुकिंग जरूरी है। जब आप बैकवर्ड लुकिंग करते हो, when you think about the past, when you think about your past learning, you can be able to or you are able to associate with the new thing, with the new idea. Okay, so you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust, जो कुछ आपने सीखा है उस पर आपको ट्रस्ट होना चाहिए और नेक्स्ट आइडिया या फ्यूचर आइडिया के साथ एसोसिएट करने की एबिलिटी होनी चाहिए। ओके, सो यू हैव टू ट्रस्ट will somehow, the dots will somehow means the past things will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in some things, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. So you have to trust your karma, you have to trust your gut. What is gut? Gut is courage, determination. आपको आपका डिटर्मिनेशन, आपके गट्स, आपका करेज, आपकी हिम्मत, आपकी डेस्टिनी, आपका लक, आपकी लाइफ, आपके कर्म, आपके एक्शंस, इस पर ट्रस्ट होना चाहिए, विश्वास होना चाहिए। डेस्टिनी, लाइफ, कर्मा, गट्स, करेज। This approach has never let me down. This approach of Steve Jobs never let him down, never let him discouraged in his life, and it has made all the difference in my life. And that thing or that trust made the difference in his life. Paragraph is completed. Now next paragraph. My second story is about love and loss. Okay, so the second story of Steve Jobs is about love and loss. Okay, so We will stop here now. Page number 63. We are on second paragraph. We will stop here and we will learn the rest of the part of the lesson in the next lecture. Thank you.